So you're going to start this off by sectioning off your black clay into different pieces. I have 2 larger balls and then 2 sets of smaller balls. So I'm taking the biggest ball that we have and I'm just rolling this out so it's nice and round. And I'm going to pinch the end to give you kind of a teardrop shape. You don't need the point to be too sharp though, so just keep it kind of rounded. Then I set it down on my workspace and I'm just flattening out the ends to kind of create like a dome type teardrop. This is going to be the shell. So now I'm taking the second largest ball of clay and I'm just rolling that out so it's nice and round. And then I'm going to take it between my 2 fingers and just kind of taper the end into a sort of cone shape, but the end again doesn't have to be that sharp. So now I'm taking the shell piece, and this is the head piece, and I'm going to attach it to the center of the fatter part of the shell underneath, and I'm just going to smooth out that tapered end, and this is what it's going to look like. Next I'm going to take one of the larger of the 2 balls that we had, and I'm rolling out one end of it to create a cone, and then I'm going to take the other end and roll it out as well to kind of taper that end. And you're going to be left with this triangular kind of shape. So I'm just pinching that between my fingers to flatten it out, and then I'm going to roll it on my thumb to create a kind of curved edge on the bottom. This is going to be one of your flippers. So then I'm just taking my turtle so far and I'm attaching the flipper to the top part right below the head on the side. And take your finger and smooth that out. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other ball of clay I had and attach it. And then finally you're going to take your 2 smallest balls of clay and I'm just going to roll both of these into a cone shape. They don't have to be perfect, but I'm going to go ahead and attach these to the bottom part of the shell that is more tapered. And then again, go ahead and smooth these out. And this is what your turtle is going to end up looking like so far. So now I'm taking a ball tool and I'm just poking holes on the side of the head for the eyes. And I took some small balls of pearlescent clay and I'm just poking those into the sockets I created. And this will give a nice little sunken look rather than having these giant like balls of clay jutting out. So now I'm taking some Pearl X powdered pigment. I bought mine at Hobby Lobby. You can pretty much find these at any craft store. And this is what I'm going to be using to kind of shade and create the galaxy look on the turtle. These pigments look really great on black clay, like they really pop. So that's why it looks cool. But I'm just taking a brush, a nice like feathery light brush, and I'm just gently dusting this on. You don't want to take a whole lot of product on your brush because it will get really messy. So keep that in mind. I just took really tiny amounts, tapped it off, and just brushed it on. If you can't find pearl pigment, you can also use like a shimmery eyeshadow. Just make sure you really seal this at the end with some glaze because it will dust off. So this is what it looks like when I'm all done. I just kind of scattered my colors here and there. And now I'm taking a head pin and I am just attaching that into the center of the head because I want to make this into a necklace. So now you're just going to go ahead, pop this in the oven for whatever kind of clay you use, follow the instructions. Then when it's all done, I took some white paint, created little spots on the flippers and the head, and I also made little like star shapes on the shell just to kind of give it a more galaxy look. But these are what they look like when they're all done, glazed, and finished.